Hey, if you didn't get a chance to do the experiment, you can watch how I'm doing it here. You'll want to keep track of the procedures that are being followed and observations that are being made so that you can use that information when you're writing your lab report. So what I'm doing is I'm starting by taking a 1 liter soda bottle, and I put 3 scoops of baking soda into the bottle. And then I took some vinegar and I mostly filled a test tube, maybe about 3/4 full, so that I could put the test tube into the bottle along with the baking soda. So here I've got vinegar and baking soda in a 2 liter bottle, and then I'm putting on the top real nice and tight so that nothing can get out. And I'm doing the same thing over here, but on this side I've got calcium chloride. I used 3 scoops of calcium chloride, put that in the bottom of the 1 liter soda bottle, and then into the test tube I filled it 3/4 of the way full with sodium carbonate solution, and I'm putting that into the 1 liter soda bottle the same way and sealing it up tight by screwing on the cap. So now I've got 2 bottles. In this bottle over here I have baking soda and vinegar, 2 substances which are going to turn into 3. Over here I've got calcium chloride and sodium carbonate, 2 substances that are going to turn into 2. So over here I'm changing the number of materials in the chemical reaction. Over here I'm keeping the number of chemicals the same. Okay, so now I want to keep track of the change in the mass of the materials. So I'm going to put these materials on the balance and record how much they weigh before and after I mix them together to do the reaction. So the first reaction I'll do is the one with the baking soda and the vinegar. I'm putting the bottle on the balance to measure the starting mass of the materials when there's only 2 substances. It's 104 grams. Now when I tip the bottle over and let the materials mix together and react, 2 substances turning into 3, and when I put this back on the balance, the mass is 104 grams. The same as it was before I mixed the materials together and let them react. So the mass did not change, even though I went from 2 things to 3. Same mass. Got confused with my fingers there for a second. The second reaction, I've got the calcium chloride and the sodium carbonate solution. Put that on the balance to measure the starting mass. This one starts at 102 grams. Very similar to the other one. Because I used the same amounts of materials. And now I'll mix them together and let that react. Mix that around. You see it turns into this milky substance. It doesn't fizz. It gets a little bit warm. Okay, and when I put that back on the balance, 102 grams, the same as when it started. So I had 2 materials turning into 2 materials, and the mass didn't change. So to recap, in the first part of the experiment with the baking soda and the vinegar, 2 substances turned into 3 substances, and there was no change in the mass. In the second part, the 2 substances turned into 2 substances, no change in the mass.